How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly Forex Outlook. I hope you had a great week. Last week was really trash, if I do say so myself, and that was because the market never really maintained a particular trend. And I'll show you guys the charts in just a moment. I was in one trade as at the last weekly Outlook, and I took one more. But I said the price action was really trash because the market it was really choppy and there weren't lots of interesting moves going on, except in Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high last week, which was really interesting to see. Not like I traded it, but it was just like interesting to see some sort of clean price movement on something, even if I wasn't involved in the market. I think I took the trade on NZJPY I called last week. The market ended up reversing on me and going the opposite way. And the AUD card, which I was in from the previous week Friday. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the charts. Like I said, I was in this AUD card trade last week when I shot the weekly outlook video, and the market was in a clean uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Looking for here to be the next higher low to the upside. The market had other plans, obviously. Reverse took us out and came back down to this level of support. So this week, if we're able to have like a break of this level, then we can be looking for shorts to the downside. Or if the market is able to break back above this level, we could still be looking for that retest to continue to move to the upside. Because ultimately, you could see that the weekly time frame, the market has pushed from this monthly zone. If we wanted to continue bearish, we would have rejected from these points to continue facing to the downside. But now the market is trading above this level. So it's trading above this level, we expect the market to get here. But if that doesn't happen, we need to see the market break back below this level, then we can start looking for sales to the downside. That's the whole premise behind the trade setup. You can see on the daily time frame the trend: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We're looking for the next higher high. Unfortunately, the market had other ideas and came back down here. So this for the coming week, we'll be looking for a break and retest of this level to look for shorts to the downside, or a break and retest of this level to look for buys to the upside. We will not be looking for trade inside of this kind of like consolidation box zone, whatever you try to call it. NZDJPY. The NZDJPY, I spoke of a potential buy opportunity on this pair when the market was here, and I was interested in potential buys. I ended up taking this trade on Monday. Yes, on Monday. Stops below. The market put me in a little bit of profits, but then again, I guess the market was coming to come and complete this huge left head and right shoulder, and the market has broken from through the neckline. I was anticipating this pullback for entries over here, but the market it hasn't been the cleanest price action at this level. So this week I'm still going to be looking at this level to see if the market gives me an entry to sell from this point here. I do think the market has an opportunity to go down, but if that doesn't happen and the market breaks and comes back into this level here, I'm just not going to be interested in NZDJPY. So these are two trades I took last week. I was also looking for a buy on Euro USD. This was really clean. This was really clean, but it happened out of session. This happened during Asian session. I was so pissed because I literally waited for this trade. Like, I stopped this trade and I saw it happening even in Asian session, but I didn't just want to break my rules and take a trade out of session. No, that would be very stupid, especially if the trade had reversed and taken me out. I'll feel very bad. So I decided to stay out and just let the market do its thing. However, if the market is able to break above this level of resistance, then I'll be looking for buys to the upside, possibly even beyond. Because if we go over to the higher time frames, you can see the market has now cleared this level of resistance that has been pushing the market down for let's see, since 2023, since January 2023. So the market has cleared this level, closed above it, retested. So now you can start looking for buys, and there's like a very good clean range to this point here and possibly to the upside. So I'm bullish on Euro USD. Just have to figure out where to get in on a nice entry, potentially above this zone here, break and retest. You can look for buys up to this point. ADJPY. Oof, ADJPY. I'll be interested in sales in ADJPY if the market is able to break below this level convincingly, retest, and I'll be looking for sales to the downside. ADJPY did had a similar price action to enter the JPY. You can see this left head and right shoulder, but I'm just going to wait for a convincing break below, retest before looking for shorts to the downside. I'm bearish on ADJPY. Gold broke my heart last week. I wanted this pullback. You can see my arrow here. I wanted this pullback to come into this level over here before having this push to the upside, but it didn't really do that. It stopped kind of like past halfway, and it just started pushing to the upside. So this range is looking too tight for me to want to trade. However, if gold is able to give me like a clean break and retest, I guess it won't be looking too bad to buy from here to the upside. But I'm still bullish on gold. I still feel like the gold has more upsides to reach. GBP USD. GBP USD has finally broken out of this crazy ass stupid consolidation that it has been in since April. Yes, since sometime in April, and it has finally broken out convincingly. I like this bullish engulfing candle that's here, Marubozu candle if you like. It has cleared this level. So right now I'm just going to waiting for a pullback, a retest of this previous level of resistance that could be used as support, rejection from here. Then you could be looking for buys from here all the way to the upside. So I'm bullish on GBP USD. Next pair on my list is Euro GBP. I'm bearish on Euro GBP. However, I don't quite like this this break and the next candle coming back to retest. I don't like seeing stuff like that. I like seeing like a good 2 or 3 candles clearing the level before the retest. So I'm going to be waiting for exactly that, more candles to come to the downside and have a pullback before I be looking for shorts to the downside. But this pair is definitely bearish. You can see from the highs, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now potential lower low. So you can look to catch the next lower high to the downside. So I'm bearish on Euro GBP. USD CHF. I'm also bearish on USD CHF. USD CHF has been bearish. It was bullish when the market broke above this level, but it failed to maintain that bullish momentum. Now the market has come back to this level of support. If the market is able to successfully break below this level, then we can have a very clean range to the downside over here, where we'll be looking to trade. So for now, I'm just going to be waiting for the market to break below this level, 0.82124. Then we'll have like a pretty nice range where we can trade to the downside. I'm bearish on USD CHF. Eurocard, I'm also bearish on Eurocard. I'm also bearish on Euro. But just see what I've been saying. Look at the price action on this chart. Just look at the price action on this. Just nasty, absolutely nasty. Um, these are the times where you really need to be cautious with how you trade or the pairs that you pick, because if you're not, these are the kinds of price movements that make that will potentially make you lose your account, because price really hasn't been going anywhere on this pair. Yes, you can argue the left head right shoulder retest. Look at it, it came into a range, broke below the range and failed to continue lower, broke back into the range, went higher, came back lower. So like, how can you, unless you're a range bound trader, and which is still risky, because imagine you took a sell from here and you aim to put your stop loss above the highs of this handle, so probably here, say a 70 pip stop loss, and the market still came to take you out before moving in the opposite direction. Like, it's just crazy. But the overall direction of this pair is facing to the downside. um let's go over to the weekly time frame so we can clearly see the market came and tested this strong level of monthly resistance and is facing down. My first level target is around here at 1.54 thousand, and final target is around here at 1.51600. Okay, so if the market is able to take out this level here, this 4-hour level at 1.56048, we'll be looking for the market to come down to our first target 1.55 thousand, then and also the zones to the downside, the weekly and the monthly zones. So I'm bearish on Euro card. USD card, I'm also bearish on USD card. USD card has broken below this level of previous support. I'm anticipating to use it as resistance to sell to the downside. So I'm bearish on Euro card. You can clearly see high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Looking for the next potential lower high to catch the lower low. Pretty easy and straightforward for USD card. AUD USD, I'm quite bullish on AUD USD. Has been in a like nasty consolidating market. Market has been moving up, down, and now up again. But this week I'm hoping the market is able to finally break out of this range. Then we can potentially see nice moves to the upside. Market is currently as resistance. I'm going to be anticipating the market to take out the resistance and try to come and use it as support for us to look for buys. So I'm bullish on AUD card. Pretty much the same scenario on NZD card. However, I feel like AUD card is stronger because AUD card has already gotten to the resistance, while NZD card is just slightly trailing behind. But the idea is similar. Okay, just going to be waiting for the market to take out this level of resistance, because if you come on to the higher time frame, come on to the daily time frame, just look at the price action on this. Look at the dirty price action on this. So I'll be wanting the market to take out this level of resistance so you can have clean ranges to the upside over here. And card JPY, I think this is the final pair on my list. Card JPY, this is looking pretty messy. I'm not even going to lie, it's looking pretty messy. The market has come to test this level of resistance over here, of weekly resistance, and the market is rejecting strongly. So you can look at card JPY and say, oh, this market is trending. Can you even look at it and say it's trending? Like, look at these rejections. I'm expecting the market to go up, but if you're expecting the market to go up, I don't really know what could be the premise for that, because this level was the previous level of resistance that was used as support once. It could have been used for a second time if this card JPY wanted to remain above this level. However, the market has broken below this level, so I'm going to be waiting for a break and retest of this level to sell. Or if the market really wants to go higher, it has to take out this resistance retest before we can look for buys to the upside. Let's look at the indices. US 30 back at the level of previous resistance that could be used as support. Although, let me just see. I feel like this is looking like it's forming some sort of left head and right shoulder, which could be, but for us to be interested in this, we have to see like a break of the neckline retest for buys. However, the market is currently close to support, so if you can see a break of this level retest, we'll be looking for sales to the downside. S&P 500, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, potential higher low back at this level here. I really don't see anything interesting in S&P 500. I was interested in this buy last week. The market never got to my full target and reversed and stopped us out at break even, which is completely fine. But this week, let's look at the daily time frame. I'm really not interested in S&P 500. The price action is just bad. I could try to sell this market because the market broke below this low and retested, but there is no higher time frame bias to really confirm that the market has broken above this level here. But the structure on the 4-hour time frame doesn't really give me the confidence to be looking for any kind of buys at this level to push the market to the upside. So I think I'm just going to be watching it. I'm not really going to be interested in that. I'm not interested in NAS 100 and US oil. US oil. US oil. I was looking at this level. If this level could be broken, to look for sales. But if this market is able to break above this level, we look for buys to the upside. These are the two scenarios I see on US oil. Now, last but not the least, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in a very risky situation right now. It has made new all-time highs. $112,000 per coin. And the market is pulling back. It's doing some sort of pullback into this level over here, and the price action is clearly bullish. It's clearly bullish, but you just need to keep in mind that Bitcoin has never gotten to these prices before. Bitcoin is currently breaking above the all-time highs, so trading around this level could be really risky. You need to really pay attention to what you're doing before you start to put your life money in the markets, just because the market has never been this high, and so there could be like bearish pressure coming from any angle. But just going by a trend alone, we could say anticipate a pullback into a level like this. Let me just adjust this. Into a level like this. And we could be looking for buys off of this area here to push to the upside. Okay, so that's my analysis on the Bitcoin, on the Forex and indices pairs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do also like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll do well to get to your questions as soon as I can. And I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Bye for now.